Lost Child. As we have seen the first and second part of the Lost Child of the book Moments, standard 9. So here's the third part. We will start from the 4th page of the NCERT book. So first of all, I am wandering and I am instructing you to bring the book and keep the book and pencil with you for underlining the words and for writing the important notes. So should we start? There were no reply. He turned to look at his parents. They were there. Ahead of him, he turned to look on either side. They are not there. He looked behind. There were no sign of them. He was there. Who? The lost child. How he had lost? Now from this page, it was described that the child was lost. When he was moving on the village lanes, he was with his parents. He was attracted on or by each and everything. He was there to see all the things like flowers, colorful flowers which were just like the rainbow. He has already seen the mustard field on which so many insects were wandering to suck the sweetness of the flowers. He has seen and attracted by the sweets. He also has seen the colorful balloons and he was also fascinated by them. So now this time he was seeing the roundabout and he was insisting each and every time he was murmuring and he was saying in low voice that I need this, I want this, please papa, please mama, I am wanting this, I am too much fond of this. But now this time he was thinking that this time I have to achieve this, I have to go on that swing, on that roundabout. So this time confidently he was shouted and was urging to go on the roundabout. But as he was shouting and he saw that no one was there, no one, it means his parents and mother and father. So now this time there was no reply. He shouted too much. He shouted in a loud voice and there were no one to give the answer of his question. He turned to look at his parents. Now he was shocked. He was shocked and was there to see his parents. He was moving here and there to see his parents. They were not there ahead of him, but it was ways they were not there. They were gone anywhere. He turned to look on either side. Means he was seeing here and there. He was wandering here and there, but they were not there. They were not there. He looked behind. There was no sign. Even he has seen behind him, but no sign was there to recognize them, to find them. A full, deep cry rose within his dry throat, and with a sudden jerk of his body, he ran from where he stood, carrying in real fear mother and father. Tears rolled down from his eyes, hot and fierce. His flushed face was convulsed with fear. A full, deep cry. Now this time he was emotionally, he was hurtedly hurt, and the deep sound rose, the V2 of rise, the deep and shout cried raised from his heart, and with a sudden jerk, means this incident jerked him, moved him, means he was intensely too much hurt. He ran from he stood. Now he was not there to stand. He was moving and running in search of his parents. Crying in real father. Now this time it was his real fear. And he was shouting, where are you my mother? Where are you my father? And he was moving here and there. Tears rolled down from his eyes. From his eyes there were tears, and it was there on his cheeks. Hot and fierce, his flesh face was convulsed with fear. The activity of the child was showing that he was in too much fear, and the fear, due to the fear, the tears were rolling down on his cheeks, and it was just like the fire. It was too much hot and it was too much deep. Panic-stricken, he ran one side first, then to the another, hither and there in the actions. Panic-stricken, he ran to the one side then to the other. In the panic activity, now he was not in the motion, he was not in the normal position, so in panic motion, so in frustrated motion, he was moving here and there, running with the mad boy, and he was seeing and was trying to search his father. Here, hither and thither, hither and thither means here and there. He was moving here and there and was trying to search his parents. Mother, father, he wept. Now he was crying deeply. He was frustrated and he was shouting and rolled down the tears, and he was shouting again and again. He was calling his parents. His yellow turban came untied and his clothes became muddy. When he was moving here and there, when he was searching his parents in all directions, now in that frustration, his turban, the pagdi, the cloth which is tied on the head. So it shows that he is the boy of the village and he was using the turban, and in the frustration his turban was loose and his clothes were all muddy. It shows that he is not caring anything now. But in the starting when his parents were there, he was wanting all, each and everything. Having run to and fro in a rev of running for a while, he stood defeated, his cries suppressed into sobs. At little distances on the green grass he could see, through his filmy eyes, man and woman talking. Having run to and fro means in the futuristic manner. He was moving and running here and there in very large movement, in very ragful manner. Means he was having the rag, he was having the fear in his mind, and he was running here and there. He stood defeated, but no result was there. Result means he didn't able to find his parents there. His cries suppressed into sobs. Now he was shouting and crying, and he was calling his parents, but now this cry was into sobs. Means सुक्कियाँ लेकर बहुत देर तक रोते रहना. Means now he was regretting, he was standing and he was crying. He was not shouting, but he was crying. He was weeping. At little distances on the green grass, he could see through his filmy eyes man and woman talking. He tried to look intently among the patches of the bright clothes, but there was no sign of his father and mother among these people who seemed to laugh and talk just for the sake of laughing and talking. What we do generally in our life, when we lost anyone, we try to see with the color of their dresses, isn't it? So here also the little boy was also searching his parents, those who were in the same color of his parents. So he was saying that at the little distance on the green grass he could see. He was standing there in the fair near the roundabout, and he was trying to see, to stand there on the little grass, and he was trying though his filmy eyes. Here filmy means he was having the tears in his eyes. So there were little bit the film, little bit the curtain, means the sheet on which through the ears he was trying to see. Men and women talking. He tried to look intently among the patches of the bright yellow clothes. Here and there, each and everyone was talking and moving around. And now he was amazed to see his parents with the yellow bright color. But there was no sign of his father or mother among these people who seemed to laugh and talk just for the sake of the laughing and sake talk. But there were no any signs of his parents. There were no any yellow colored dresses person who will be his parents. He was now too much in shock, and now he was seeing there that each and everywhere the people were talking and laughing and telling yes to each other. He ran quickly again, this time to a shrine to which people seemed to be crowded. He ran quickly and he comes on that place on which the person was sitting. Every little inch of space here was congested with men, but he was through people's leg. His little sob lingered. Each and every pair was engaged with the people. Here the meaning congested, full of means full of crowd. Everywhere the people were there and he was not able to move from there, but he was coming between the legs of the person. As in the starting, he came in the laughter, but now this time he was sobbing and weeping and he is not happy and he was moving there and here and he was searching his parents. And he was shouting, Mother, Father, near the entrance to the temple. On the shrine, on the place of the temple, the people were sitting there and now he was also reached there and near the temple he was shouting to the person, to the parents. Near the entrance to the temple, however, the crowd became very thick, jostling each other, heavy men with flashing murderous eyes and hefty shoulders. Here is the description about the characteristics of the people, of the crowd, of the persons who were there near the temple in the field. So now the writer is describing that there were so many people and among them there were so many heavy persons and people were there, heavy men were there with flashing murderous eyes. Means they were having the flashing, the shining eyes which was looking that may they kill someone. Means it is showing that their eyes were also wide and broad and it was showing too much fear in them. And they were having the hefty shoulders. Hefty means large and heavy. It is obviously generally that if the person will heavy, if the man will be heavy, then his shoulders will be also heavy. So they were having the hefty shoulder, they were having the large and heavy shoulder. So he was there, the little boy was there to see them. The poor child struggled a thirst away between their feet, but knocked to and fro by their brutal movements. Here is the meaning, thrust. Thrust. As we know that thrust is here written that push. Now he was not seeing that the person will be there and they will scold me. He was not having any fear, but he was in hurry manner. He was moving here and there, to and fro in a hurry manner. He was moving between the legs of the persons and he was knocking. He was thirst. He was pushing. He was pushing the people and he was pushing them and he was moving here and there. Very brutal moments. Brutal, the harsh moments means he was not kind this time and he was in too much frustration in searching of his parents. He might have been trampled underfoot had he not shrieked at the highest pitch of his voice further. But a man in the surging crowd heard his cry and stooping with great difficulty lifted him up in his arms. The poor child struggled to thrust away between their foot and them, knocked to fro in their brutal moments. He might have been trampled underfoot. Even he was not having the fear that under the heavy foot of the heavy man he will be trampled, he will be crushed. He might have been trampled underfoot. Maybe he will be there under the brutal, harsh and rough. Means maybe he will be in brutal and harsh moments. He not shrieked at the highest pitch of his voice. Now he was not able to shout with harsh and coarse voice. But his voice was not coming this time from his throat. In a low voice he was shouting, Mother, Father. A man in a surging crowd heard his cry and stooping with great difficulty lifted him up in his arms. There was a person who was seeing him. He was shouting, the lost child was shouting and the man was there in the crowd and from the crowd he was there to come and he was raising that small child. He was raising the lost child. Surging, powerful, means in that powerful crowd, the people were there. There was a man who was trying to raise that little boy. How did you get here, child? Whose baby are you? A man asked as he stared clear on the mouse. The child wept more bitterly than ever now and only cried, I want my mother and my father. As whenever we will be in sad mood, we are upset and when anybody comes to console us, then at suddenly we are in a bitterly mood or bitterly sobbing. So here also the man was there to ask, to console him that from where you are coming and whose parents is there and of which parents you are son. So whose baby are you? The man asked as he steered clear of the marks. The man asked him when the baby saw him carefully and intentionally. The child wept more bitterly than ever now and now. Now this time he was crying and weeping bitterly, and he was crying, and during the crying motion he was asking, he was saying, I am wanting my mother and I am wanting my father. The man tried to soothe him by taking him to the roundabout. Will you have a ride on the horse? He gently asked as he approached the ring. The child's throat tore into the thousand shrill sobs, and he also shouted, I want my mother and I want my father. The man tried to soothe him. Here, soothe means relax, comfort, console means as the man was there to console the lost child, to give the attention in another thing. He was asking that come here is the roundabout and you are wanting to take the ride on the roundabout. So he was there. But he was gently asked, he was asking him, but he was not giving any attention, only he was shouting and trying to warn his parents only, and he was trying to ask him about his parents. Now this time he was not there to engage in anything, and he was not there to search, he was not demanding anything, because now this time he is too much in regression, in too much sobbing nature, and only he was wanting his parents. The man headed towards the place where the snake charmer still played on the flute to the swaying chord. Again and again he was trying to show him the things where he was wanting to give. But now this time he was here to give the impression, to give the charmness of the snake charmer. The man was trying to convey his mind, and he was saying that here is the snake charmer and you are wanting to see his charms. Listen to that nice music, child. He pleaded. Pleaded, here the meaning is written, pleaded, requested. Means the man was urging and pleading and requesting to that small child by which he can stop weeping. But the child shut his ears with his fingers and shouted his double-pitched strain, I want my mother, I want my father. Again and again he was shouting and was only saying and having the words in his mouth, I want my father, I want my mother. Now he was not showing any interest, he was not showing any interest to listen the music. He was not influenced by the rhythmic music of the flute. He was holding his ears, he was capturing the ears with his hands, and he was trying not to listen any music. The man took him near the balloons, taking the bright colors and the balloons of wood to distract the child's attention and quieten him. The third thing was there to distract his mind. They were balloons. The man was there to take him away from there near the balloon hole. He was saying that through these colorful balloons, you will distract your mind. The love child will distract his mind, and he will be there to play with the balloons. But now this time, would you like a rainbow colored balloon? He persuasively asked. Persuasively, he was insistingly, he was urging and pleading, requesting in a very deep manner, and he was saying that you are wanting, do you want to like to see the rainbow colors? The child turned his eyes from the fine balloons and just saw, I want my mother and my father. Again this time he was not seeing anything, only he was rubbing his eyes, only he was there, even he was not showing his interest to see the balloons, but only he was shouting, I want my mother, I want my father. The man is still trying to make the child unhappy, bore him to the gate where the flower seller said, look, can you smell those nice flowers, child? Would you like a garland to put on and around? Means again and again as he entered, as he was on the road, the lost child was on the road. Sequentially, he was seeing all the things. Now it was in the diverse, in the roll down manner, that he again, and now this time he is not any influence on him. Now the things are not there to persuade him. And this time the man was there, the strange man was there to give the attention of that lost child on the flower seed. And he was saying that smell and give the attraction, you will be attracted by this fragrance of these flowers. But now again he was not wanting. He is asking, the strange man is asking about the garland, but the small boy was not having any interest in that garland. Only he was wanting and trying, I want my mother, I want my father. The child turned his nose away from the basket and reiterating this sob, I want my mother and I want my father. Reiterating means repeating. Again and again he was repeating here that I am only wanting my mother, I am only wanting my father. Turned his nose. Even he was not putting his nose, even he was not seeing on the flowers, he was not trying to smell the flowers from the basket, and the nose was kept away from the basket, and only he is repeating, I want my mother, I want my father. Thinking to humor his disconsolate charge by a gift of sweets, the man took him to the counter of the sweet shop. What sweets would you like, child? He asked. The child turned his face from the sweet shop and only sobbed, I want my mother, I want my father. Thinking to humor his disconsolate charge. Disconsolate, very unhappy. Charge, a person or thing entrusted to the king. This time again, the man was there who was wanting to change his mind. The lost child was lost. He was not having any interest on anything, so he was disconsolate child by a gift of sweets. Now the strange man was wanting to give the gift in the form of the sweets, and the sweets were there to give the attraction, to influence to anyone. But again, the little child was wanting and demanding about the mother and father. Only his lips were murmuring, I want my mother, I want my father. Thank you guys, thank you children. That's it for today. This chapter is completed. Now I am hoping that you are learning through my videos very well. And I am also wanting that please comment on my videos if you are reading any chapter, any grammar portion or any writing section to learn. All the links are there in my box. So please keep liking, sharing, commenting and subscribing my channel. Please don't forget to press the bell icon. Always I will be there in front of you to bring my new topics, new methods, new styles. I am Shivi. Goodbye. Thank you.